but it's a great tool to use.
I would think it's more than powerful, it's critical.
Video lessons.
That's Bradford from YouTube.
Okay.
It's critical. If your teachers are thinking good teaching is one way, and you're thinking good teaching is another way, and you evaluate the teacher based on what you think, there's going to be a huge disconnect there. And the teachers think, well, I did a good job.
It was interesting that Jennifer said here. Some of the teachers who were rating the video, I mean, they were being very tough, you know, giving them C's or F's. You know, now when you follow up with them, they don't hold themselves accountable often. You know, it's like they were holding the video accountable.
Well, that's what kids do too, because if you let a kid give themselves a grade on like their participation in a group activity, I would tell my kids, grade yourself, and I would have a rubric, and kids that were mostly participating, who I would have said 85% of the time were participating, if they got off task even 1 or 2 times, they were giving themselves a 60, you know, and kids are very hard on themselves, whereas teachers I think are harder on others than they are on themselves.
Well, and you talk about the rubric, if we're doing we just had a little bit of this conversation, if we're doing student-centered learning and that's what we're espousing, then how is the administrator walking in and evaluating, modeling student-centered learning? Like, if we go in and we're the expert and we evaluate the teacher, but the teacher's supposed to be doing student-centered learning where the student evaluates themselves and then they compare themselves to a rubric and look at all that. To me, they're very different systems.
Yeah, but the PDAS is a conversation that I have to have a lot of times, like connects learning. It's not you, the teacher, connecting the learning, it's the students asking the questions, making the connect. So really, when we evaluate teachers, we're evaluating students in order to see that the PDAS is the first 3 or 4 are really what is the student doing more than what the teacher is doing. So I guess I don't understand your question.
Well, part of it is who's doing the learning. If the teacher's supposed to be doing, we're looking at teacher learning basically with the PDAS. So how does the teacher learn with a?
Let me clarify what you're saying. She's looking at the difference between formatively helping teachers versus summatively helping them. And the PDAS is summative, it's done over with, that's all we get.
That's a good clarification.
The issue is how do we formatively help them? And it's hard to do that when we always have our evaluator cap on. And part of what we do as principals is to change the culture of our schools so the teachers don't mind it when we come into their classrooms and they realize that we're there to help them, we're not there to say, what'd you do wrong?
Well, and walkthroughs are data collection. Like what you do through your walkthroughs is you show them the data. You know, it's